We have all heard the ancient phrase, "The truth shall set you free." For centuries, humanity has treated this as a metaphor, a psychological platitude, a piece of spiritual poetry to comfort the mind. But it's not a metaphor. It's a literal, formulaic, anatomical description of a high-voltage electrical event occurring inside your physical tissues. Ever wonder why comedians are so special to us? They are the ones who say the truth in a raw, unfiltered way, and we laugh because it feels so incredibly good to hear it. We love the feeling of truth so much, we pay people to stand on a stage and say it to us in a silly way, so we can ground it out of our bodies. We think, thank you, no one else was willing to say that, and the relief makes us laugh. Today I'm going to explain the strict mechanics of why that happens. When you look at the body not as a caloric furnace, but as a liquid crystal semiconductor battery, the mechanics of consciousness shifts from abstract mysticism into stone-cold hardware engineering. When you hold on to old dogmas, survival masks, or an incorrect narrative about yourself, your nervous system registers a constant, subtle internal conflict. This cognitive dissonance creates physical tension. The brain automatically triggers a structural holding pattern, bracing. This bracing clamps down on the collagen matrix, increasing internal resistance, or impedance. The fluid crystal network locks up. The intracellular water loses its order and becomes chaotic bulk water, and your cellular battery can no longer hold a full charge. High impedance quite literally pinches the electrical pipeline shut, blocking higher awareness. But the moment you hear, speak, or realize an unvarnished piece of structural truth, the system experiences perfect resonance. The cognitive dissonance vanishes. The brain instantly stops firing the danger protect signals to that specific area of the body. Without that danger signal, the deep fascial layers drop their armor. The locked collagen fibers uncoil and release their tension. That physical uncoiling generates a massive synchronized discharge of electrons. Depending on the moment, you might experience the sudden surge of current as laughter, tears, goosebumps, or a distinct sensation of your skin sparkling on the inside. That sparkle is literal electricity moving through the fascia. This fresh voltage instantly structures the water in your tissue, creating an organized grid of exclusion zone, or EZ, water, H3O2. The collagen and fascial matrix is the primary antenna system of the human body. It is a semiconducting liquid crystal highway that moves information and light particles, biophotons, much faster than the slow chemical pathways of your nervous system. When your fascia is locked in a defensive grip, your antenna is bent and grounding out. Your consciousness is restricted to the low voltage, small bandwidth channel of basic survival thinking. The second you introduce the frequency of truth, the fascia unbraces, the pipeline clears, the voltage shoots up. With a massive increase in clear, uninhibited voltage running through a perfectly structured antenna, your brain automatically gains access to higher definition states of awareness. You move out of conceptual filtering and into high definition sensory processing, real-time data tracking, and pure, unattached presence. Higher awareness isn't a spiritual performance. It is just a human body operating at its intended design. A body that has stopped locking its primary antenna system. Your body is always receiving its consciousness ambiently, like a radio. By grounding truth, you are literally fixing your receptivity, one truth at a time. This biophysical law applies to every human body on Earth. We are all wired as liquid crystal batteries, and we all brace under narrative friction. But in a high-amplitude chassis, those of us often labeled highly sensitive or neurodivergent, the stakes are not psychological, they are strictly operational. This is not a metaphor for being emotionally fragile. It is a literal calculation of wetware technology running an overclocked electrical current. When a high voltage baseline meets internal friction, the system doesn't just experience stress. The hardware registers an authentic electrical short circuit. To prevent catastrophic system burnout, the brain executes an emergency dampening protocol. Profound, localized fascial bracing. To withstand your environment, you clamp down on your collagen matrix. This mechanical pressure pinches the liquid crystal pathways of your fascia. The electrical pipelines shut down and your cellular battery drains. This structural lockup physically constricts your awareness, trapping you in the low-voltage loop of basic survival processing. If you have a powerful brain full of trapped, ungrounded electrical current, you are going to experience an overloaded mind that simply cannot settle. Getting out of your head is the most frustrating, flawed advice ever given to highly reflective systems. You cannot force a high-performance translator engine to stop thinking, not even in higher states of awareness. Some biological systems are simply not made for thoughts to cease. Instead, these systems achieve unity awareness and peaceful flow by entering extremely meta levels of observation. Sovereignty does not occur by turning off the brain. It occurs by shifting the seat of the observer. By clearing the pipeline and surging the voltage, higher consciousness ceases to be a state you must struggle to achieve. It becomes the automatic, mechanical byproduct of a fully charged battery. You no longer leave your head. You become the silent metamind observing the brain's translation from a position of absolute stillness. The intellect remains a powerful tool, but it is no longer your prison. The frequency of truth drops the impedance, recharges the semiconductor grid, and turns the hardware back on. That's why we pay comedians to say the truth. It is genuine gratitude for the structural, fascia-clearing grounding work they do for us when the rest of society is skipping over the realities we desperately need to ground, to fix our body's technology. I wrote this episode to do that exact grounding work for my own body, but now I gift it to yours. The antenna is upright, the circuit is closed. I hope you enjoyed this awareness update. Until next time.